Boys, girls, and everyone else, we are here with the patch notes, baby, for the upcoming patch for Diablo Immortal. All right, blitz through a hellish inferno in Risk and Rally. So this is obviously a preview of said battle pass that we're going to be getting next. But more importantly, I'm really curious about this new Risk and Rally event. They've been coming out with new events, and a lot of content creators, including myself, feel like maybe we pump the brakes a little bit on the new events to try to fix some of the outlying issues that we've had in the game recently. Now, Blizzard is also a big enough company that they can probably do both. In fact, they probably are doing both. But let's look into the patch notes. So, July 23rd for Oceania, China, and East Asia. July 24th, which is Wednesday for everyone else. Risk and Rally. So let's go there first. Oh, hey! That's a necro. So Risk and Rally, limited LTE, limited time event. So we're going to read this. I'm not going to read word for everything, but this is a brand new thing, and I have not read this yet. So speed shall pave your road to recognition in Risk and Rally, July 25th at 3 a.m. through August 11th. So pretty, like a 2-week time period, basically. A dungeon will be selected every 12 hours. You must cleanse this hive of hell with the utmost swiftness to try not to keep Sanctuary safe, but to cement yourself in the Risk and Rally leaderboards. Okay, there are leaderboards. I'm going to skip because this looks like... Oh, never mind. There will be a specific leaderboard for each current dungeon. So it'll rotate on what hour? Every 12 hours, so 2 dungeons a day. Clear the dungeon by defeating its final boss as quickly as possible. Depending on your clear time, you'll be added to the dungeon's leaderboard, receiving points for your placement. You can run the current dungeon as many times as you like within the 12-hour instance window. But only the best time will be recorded, along with points received for that entry. The points you earn during each 12-hour instance will go towards your placement on the Risk and Rally leaderboard for the whole event. So you really do want to make sure you get at least one run-in for every single dungeon is essentially what that's saying, which makes sense. Both the current dungeon and Risk and Rally leaderboards are split out by Inferno and Hell difficulties. This is good. And by class. All right. You will only be competing against players of your same server. Server cluster or server? Unclear. This event is open to all players of level 30 and above. The selected dungeon can be any of the following: Cave of Echoes, Forgotten Tower, Mad King's Breach, Temple of Namare, Temple of blah, 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 and that one. What up, Luck? Good to see you, fam. So what are they not doing? It would be an easier one to figure out. I don't feel like figuring it out. So placing on the 12-hour leaderboards will grant you slots 1 through 3. So not much, really. So 50 points, 10k gold, and 7 beguiling dust. You probably get more beguiling dust from the time you're putting into running these dungeons than what you get from the rewards. That's actually kind of bad. Not going to lie. Okay, if you're mighty enough to place on the Risk and Rally leaderboard, you'll receive the following. Slots 1 through 3. So 4 legendary chests. Okay, 100k gold. Demon's Dash 30-day Arcane Nimbus Aura Cosmetic. So again, it's only 30 days. We know how we feel about this. 7 dust, baby. Gimme! Yes. 5 random legendary items. The 4 legendary crests we talked about. 100k gold. 20 beguiling dust and 20 scraps. Okay, so if you make it through as of August 11th in the top 3, that's what you get. Top 15, 14-day Arcane. Dude, I hate these limited time like cosmetics. It's so... Anyway. Moving on, 16 through 11th, which is probably where most people are going to get to, is one of these two. 7-day Arcane Nimbus Aura, 5 legendaries, 1 or legendary items, 1 legendary crest, and then this one you get 5. You basically lose the crest. Okay. It's different. It's a different thing. Again, I think that I don't know what I'm expecting for rewards at this point from the game, but this isn't it. I don't have an idea either, unfortunately, as to what I would want, but it's not. This does not get me excited. I will, of course, do the event, and I will make content for the event, and I will still be on the Blood Knight ? For most of it. I wonder how that works when you class change. Unclear. Moving on. All right, so Battle Pass the 29th. Wow. All right, let's look at this real quick. Let me not blast our brains out with volume. Stand by. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm trying to make it high def. Oh, it is high def. Perf. Okay, so we got the Barb, Wizard, Tempest, Monk. No one plays it. Demon Hunter, Crusader, Necro, Blood Knight. Okay. Different. I think the Crusader definitely wins. I like the shield a lot. And then maybe the Demon Hunter. I really like that shoulder thing that they have there going on, but that's different. I like it though. Okay, it's a battle pass. It's like I said in the last update. It is a battle pass skin. It is what we come to expect from it and appreciate. It is beautiful in its own way, not quite as good as the cross-class ones, but still very, very different in its cosmetic. So this will start August 1st. There you go. Now this is different. So the Revenant Market. So you'll notice that we have two different cross-class cosmetics here. We have the Phantom Market Hatred's Heritage, which is this one. This is when Diablo 4 came out. They came out with that one. And then the Deathless Destiny. This was the sandish, like, Pharaoh type one. I got something in my eye. So apparently they're both coming out. The Revenant Market is available from July 25th until August 9th. You can use obols to purchase the ability to draw one item at a random pool. There are 10 items total. I don't know if it's two different things or if it's both. Oh, yeah, honestly, I don't know. It looks like there's both available, but I don't understand. So it shows you the random drops. Okay, cosmetics. Oh, so you choose between the two. Okay, there's the explanation. So you get to choose between the portal, you choose between the skin. So it's either or, not both, which is fine. Personally, I think I already have the Hell's Hatred's whatever Heritage one. I like that one a lot. So if you guys don't have it, you're trying to decide which one. Wizard looks nice. Wizard does look nice. If you're trying to figure out which one looks best, in my opinion, I think this one is way more limited as to who has it because it was not as popular when it came out. This was the first cross-class cosmetic with the Blood Knight, so I think more people have that one. But I also really like that one. That was probably one of my favorites. But anyway, so there you go. Returning events. So we have the Fractured Plane coming. That's on July 26th, which is Friday. We have Conqueror coming on July 26th, which is Friday as well. July 27th, we have Hungering Moon. All the normal things we come to, sort of change and come to appreciate. Now, this is something I wanted to talk about. So, featured update health bars in PvP. So in PvP, if you have a cheat death skill equipped, your health bar will display with a silver frame around it. Now, this was something they asked us about in the partner chat, and I can talk about it now, and asked how we felt about it. Now, in my general opinion, I think more information is better when it comes to PvP. In general, my feedback was like we should definitely have. I like this idea of having the silver, so we know that they're going to have a cheat death skill proc. It goes in here in a little bit later to sort of expand on what specifically is included, but I would also want like a burn, a bleed, and poison. I want to see all the debuffs, because right now, like especially on the Blood Knight, but I think other ones as well are looking at it. It's one of those things where more information is better, and so many builds like stack with other debuffs on targets. So I think the more information we get, the better. Long story short. So you're going to see it with the Savior familiar skill, class skills such as Barbarian's Undying Rage, Phoenix Ashes, Cheat Death, Paragon skill. So you're going to get that silver thing if they have any of these, which is really cool. I like that. I voted yes for this. Poor guy's losing the will to read the patch notes. It's so underwhelming. Yeah. No, given this is one of the smaller patches, no doubt about it. But again, this was one I was a little excited about because I am PvPing more often. I do like this change. I think more information is better. New blacksmith location. Now, this one I thought was funny because it's definitely already there. They said this was coming last time, and it did. This already exists, so I don't know. It's there. Whatever. Castle, this thing. There's now a chance to receive a monstrous essence opening treasure chests in the castle, which you already could get monstrous essences for running the time one where you run away from the whatever. Anyway, Battleground Zealous changes. This is the idols. So the resurrection time for defenders in the idol part of the battlegrounds will now increase relative to the objective's position. The idol with the greatest progress will be used to determine the defending team's resurrection time. So essentially, the closer you get, the longer the resurrection time is for the defenders, I believe, is how I understand that. Paragon trees, Paragon specializations can now be activated from the central node on the tree. Your last set of activated skills with each specialization will be remembered, making it more convenient to switch specializations. This is a huge change. I like it. Very, very awesome quality of life change. Armory optimization. The armory will now have an option for you to save your selected reforged loadouts as part of your each profile. I don't ever change it. So I don't. This one's sort of a miss for me. Maybe people changed it a lot and they needed this. I don't. So I don't need it. This one's a nice little quality of life. Auto navigation using dash skills such as the wizard's teleport, while auto navigation will no longer interrupt the navigation. Quality of life just makes it a little bit faster to move things along. Dream and Drown Cascade legendary item. Initial cooldown between triggered waves increased from 0.5 to 1 second. Damage of triggered waves increased by 100%. Don't know what class. Sick. Heliquary. Upon defeating a Heliquary boss, your teammate's heavy chest will automatically open. That's nice. I like that. I love that, actually. So instead of having all 4 people touch it, you can just literally just have it open, which is fantastic. Very similar to what they did in the dungeons, where you don't have to coordinate everyone being there and clicking on it, just opens. This one is a weird one. So the region-specific game edition, so cosmetics worn by Barbarian can still be seen even while using Wrath of the Berserker, which makes sense if you have a really cool cosmetic that you want to show off, and most of the Barbarian's Wrath of Berserker builds require them to be in Wrath of the Berserker the whole time, so you basically don't see your cosmetic. So this was like a really good change to me. But the weird thing is that they currently have no plans to bring this to all other regions. It's only going to be available in China. Like, of something so small, I lose the understanding for that decision, but it's fine. It's not my job to make the decisions. It's my job to comment on them. So that's it for the patch notes. Nothing crazy. Again, we have the blacksmith that already exists. We have this new battle pass coming, which is a good battle pass skin. We have this new LTE Risk and Rally. I think I'm obviously going to play it. It reminds me a little bit of like Mythic Plus Dungeons from World of Warcraft, where you're trying to beat it as fast as possible. I'm curious, again, it's going off your difficulty, so I don't know. It'll be interesting. I think everyone's gonna be within a pretty close margin. In case you're curious, if this is a pay-to-win event, yeah, it is. So anyone with a higher resonance than you is probably gonna perform better than you. So there's that. But again, I'm looking forward to it. The rewards are kind of meh, especially for like the 12-hour leaderboards, which is just for each dungeon for each class. But as the other one, so for the total leaderboard for the whole event, it's a little bit better, but again, the best rewards are in the top 3, and it's out of everyone on your server, who do you think is going to get in the top 3? So that's my opinions, guys. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Again, it's a small battle pass, so it is what it is, but a little different. This will probably be my thumbnail for it because it's a little bit different looking. But yeah, anyway, now let's get back to some gameplay.